Good Wednesday evening, December 4th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Winter logging operations have begun on 2 timber sales in the Lake Wenatchee area. The Washington Court of Appeals upheld a King County Superior Court decision on Monday that said Facebook parent company Meta is subject to campaign finance law. Expect another day of clouds and unseasonably cool weather tomorrow, with warmer temperatures on the way by Friday and this weekend. Your full forecast is coming up. A Tuesday afternoon structure fire at a Pershing Street fourplex displaced the families living there. The Wenatchee Valley Fire Department was called just before 2 p.m. to the 1500 block of Pershing, where a fire started in one dwelling unit and spread to a second. All the occupants were able to escape without injury, and firefighters were also able to save 2 cats, a rabbit, and a small dog from the household. Rescuers had to apply oxygen to help revive the dog, whose name happens to be Lucky. The 2 dwelling units received smoke damage. Donations are being accepted at Foothills Middle School to help one of the affected families. The cause of that fire remains under investigation. The Chelan County PUD's 9-goal 50-year vision called Imagine 2075 is ready for customer review. According to a PUD release, the plan took about a year to develop, and the draft includes scenarios of what would happen if the PUD didn't have a plan. The 9 goals include items like ensuring energy and water are available for future generations, building a strong workforce, and investing in equipment that makes services more reliable. Customers can provide feedback by emailing customeroutreach@chelan.org or taking a short survey later this week that will be live on the Chelan PUD website. The full 50-year plan can also be found on the PUD's website, and commissioners will review feedback on December 16th. Winter logging operations have begun on 2 timber sales in the Lake Wenatchee area. The Upper Wenatchee Pilot Project aims to make 75,000 acres in the Upper Valley more proof against wildfire, and that means logging traffic on some Forest Service roads in the area. Tree felling and road preparation began on 2 timber lots back in October, and operators are making use of frozen ground to remove their loads from the backcountry. Ranger Erica Tacker with the Wenatchee River Ranger District says snowmobilers and other winter recreationists need to be aware of truck traffic on West Chihuahua, Meadow Creek, and Meadow Ridge roads, as well as in the Fish Lake Snow Park. The activity will be confined to weekdays only, and snowmobile use can continue on all roads during the weekends. Logging operations will continue in the area through summer 2025. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service last week released its final recovery plan to help save the threatened Canada lynx population in the lower 48 states. The plan proposes revisions to critical lynx habitat designations across more than 19,000 square miles of the Mountain West, including Washington. The forest cat's range in the state includes the North Cascades north of Lake Chelan. Biologists estimate there are fewer than 50 lynx left in Washington. Among other conservation efforts, the Colville Confederated Tribes have been relocating lynx from Canada to release on the reservation in eastern Washington. The public has until January 28th to comment on the proposal, available through the U.S. Fish and Wildlife website. When we come back, Chelan County residents have a chance to give input on their proposed county budget next Tuesday, December 10th. And outgoing Governor Jay Inslee signed an executive order yesterday staying the course on Washington's salmon recovery projects. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
There's no place like home, because home is where we're totally comfortable. It's where we can be ourselves and let our guards down. It's where we make memories, and we're always imagining new ways to keep it totally comfortable. Carrier, total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
Do you hate getting called by Medicare telemarketers? Well, this October, your phone is going to be ringing off the hook because we will be experiencing a huge Medicare change. Now, for the last 20 years, Springwater Insurance has been helping those of you on Medicare. So just say no to those telemarketers by not answering their ads. Instead, call a local agent like Springwater Insurance, who's been helping for 20 years. So give us a call at Springwater. We can meet at one of our 5 offices or give us a call.
Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, located on South Wenatchee Ave, has the largest selection of spas and swim spas in town. Stay cool this summer in an artesian swim spa and use it all year long. We enjoy helping families reconnect one spa at a time. Hot tubs are proven to improve sleep and decrease arthritis pain. Our passion is water, so please bring us a water sample, and we will help you diagnose your pool or spa water for free. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, your pool and spa experts.
Chelan County residents have a chance to give input on their proposed county budget next Tuesday, December 10th. County commissioners will hold a required public hearing on the proposal starting at 11:30 a.m. in their chambers on Douglas Street. Participation in person or via Zoom is encouraged. The county expects to spend about $61 million in 2025, an increase over this year and about $5 million more than it will take in as revenue. The commissioner's final budget workshop before passage is scheduled for Monday. The Washington Court of Appeals upheld a King County Superior Court decision on Monday that said Facebook parent Meta is subject to campaign finance law. In 2020, Washington Attorney General Bob Ferguson filed a lawsuit against Facebook that asserted intentionally violated the state's campaign finance law. The law requires commercial advertisers to maintain certain records on campaign ads and make them public, which for digital advertisers includes the cost and sponsor of the ad, as well as targeting and reach information. The Court of Appeals ruled Meta violated Washington law 822 times and ordered Meta to pay $24.6 million in penalties plus 12% interest per year. The court also ordered Meta to reimburse the Attorney General's costs and fees at a tripled rate, which totals $10.5 million. Outgoing Governor Jay Inslee signed an executive order yesterday staying the course on Washington's salmon recovery projects. The directive orders the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife and a host of other state agencies to collaborate with Oregon and 4 tribes east of the Cascades on measures aimed at increasing the stocks of Chinook, coho, steelhead, and Columbia River fish. It essentially reaffirms the state's commitment to salmon recovery beyond Inslee's final term. In September, Oregon Governor Tina Kotek signed a similar executive order for cross-state conservation efforts. Both orders recognize the Columbia Basin Restoration Initiative, a partnership among the states and the Yakima, Nez Perce, Warm Springs, and Umatilla tribes. Coming up next, a Wenatchee artisan has turned her passion for creativity into a thriving business of 3D printed toys and gifts. We'll have more on that story in tonight's feature story. More low clouds and fog tomorrow with warmer temperatures expected by Friday. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
This is the time of year we celebrate family, traditions, and great food. At Abby's, our legendary pizzas are so giant, they feed up to 6 happy family members. When you need a break from cooking, think Abby's. Our place or your place. Our family is here for your family.
Let's go to Hawaii for the holidays.
Here's an easier idea. Enjoy Abby's classic Big Hawaiian Pizza this December. This delicious tropical and giant pizza is at a special holiday price. And when you gift an Abby's gift card, we'll give you a present too.
Central Washington Water is your hot spring spa dealer for over 45 years. Shop their showroom and see the new Freshwater Smart IQ. This is a new innovative approach to super simple water care combined with the freshwater salt system to give you clean, balanced spa water naturally. There's a hot tub for every budget. Save up to $1,000 on hot spring spas or buy plug-and-play spas starting at $79 per month. Why shop anywhere else? Central Washington Water. They service what they sell. What once was old now is new to the NCWLIFE channel. Tune in for Bonanza, Superman, The Andy Griffith Show, The Beverly Hillbillies, The Invisible Man, The Lone Ranger, and The Lucy Show. Check your program guide for classic programming on NCWLIFE channel, your local TV station.
Land to hold on here, and he will not.
Tune in to NCWLIFE channel for coverage of local sports this winter. Coverage is brought to you by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, and Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Watch eSpots at Wenatchee Sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
One-handed jam! In tonight's features story, a Wenatchee artisan has turned her passion for creativity into a thriving business of 3D printed toys and gifts. Deborah Hay, owner of Wenatchee 3D Printed Gifts, uses her skills to craft everything from colorful dragons to sensory-friendly toys for kids. Hay has been selling her unique items at local markets for 5 years and welcomes custom orders to bring her customers' ideas to life. For more details or where to shop, visit Wenatchee's3dprints.com or stop by Pybus Public Market. This featured business is part of a series on local artisans NCWLIFE News and the Wenatchee World are highlighting during the holiday season. Here's a little more about it.
I started my business like 4 years ago, and I started out with candles and gift items and cards and stuff. And my nephew came to visit me, and he was 3D printing. He's from Colorado, and he showed me his 3D printing stuff and said, oh, I could probably make molds to pour my wax in for my candles, but part of this process is heat. So it didn't work out too well because you don't want to pour your wax too cold. So, and then that year I started making Christmas ornaments. So I 3D print all of my my prints that you can see out here. I have many more designs, but as I'm learning how to make my own designs, I'll buy the designs online and have the commercial right so I can sell that design from the designer. And what you do, this is called PLA, it's polylactic acid, and what it does is you take it and you put it in your machine, and after you've made your design and that, you can, what I use is a SD card, and you put it in there and it'll read that design, and if all your calculations and you know the maintenance on your machine is correct, then it'll print out something like this. So I started printing more items, you know, and people are asking me about like the dragons and stuff, and then those became really good hits. So I just decided, well, this is more profitable, and I'm just going to go all with 3D printing. So each week I'll make sure I have at least 5 of your dragons, because those are the most popular. And then, so it's Christmas season, so I'll do the Christmas. And Grinch was very popular this year, so I started with that and the gnomes. And then your characters like Spider-Man and Batman, and then for Star Wars. I have grandkids in that, and a few of them are autistic, and they just love the toys and that I made. And I enjoy coming down here and just inspiring other people to 3D print.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a fantastic Wednesday. And boy, what we saw today weather-wise is what we've been getting until going way back into the first part of last week. A lot of fog and low-hanging clouds. You can just barely see some of the mountains as we look outside our weather window this afternoon. But boy, we've had this same low cloud inversion for about 7 or 8 days now. And it's going to continue for one more day. You can expect your Thursday to be cold and cloudy once again. Once again, a carbon copy of today. Patchy, freezing fog. We might even get a little freezing drizzle tonight, and we'll talk more about that coming up. Also coming up as we move into the upcoming weekend, we will warm up, but we're going to have a good chance that we're going to see some rain showers here in the Wenatchee area and even some light wintry precipitation in parts of north central Washington, especially the Okanagan Valley. So you folks up around Omak and that area. Also, I think Waterville, you could see a little bit of light wintry precip, and that's all happening this weekend. Today's high temperature, look at that, 32 was our low, 33 our unofficial high temperature. We warmed up 1 degree throughout the day today. 36 is our normal high, 27 our normal low, 55 our record, and that was our record high rather, and that was set in 1975. Record low 5 degrees back in 1984. We're still at 6.04 inches for the year, which is about 0.6 of an inch behind where we should be for this time of year. Sunrise 7:32 and the sun set at 4:11. All right, getting you into those Thursday temperatures. Once again, a carbon copy of today. 36 is Moses Lake, Ephrata, and Quincy, and then 35 and 36 up through Eniat, Chelan, Wenatchee at 35, Omak 36. We'll be at 33 and 34 for Leavenworth and Cashmere. The cool spot tomorrow, as expected, up in Lake Wenatchee with a high of 31. Tonight, we can expect some freezing drizzle. Here's just a little area of low pressure and a small trough off the coast. High pressure to our east, but inside this cloud deck that we've been seeing, that's where we could see some of that freezing drizzle. For Thursday, still high pressure in place, mostly cloudy though. We'll stay cool still once again on Thursday with high temperatures in those mid-30s, and then things will begin to break a little bit as far as this weather pattern by Friday. Still a ridge of high pressure over us, but a low begins to push in, and that'll bring a cloud deck into our area late in the day on Friday. The good news, we're going to warm up into the upper 30s, back about where we should be for this time of year. Here we go. Saturday morning, rain is likely becoming scattered in the afternoon, so clouds in the afternoon. We'll see another little warm up on Saturday as well, with highs into the low 40s to kick off our weekend. For Sunday, the return of high pressure, and that will stabilize our weather. And the good news, it's going to clear us out a bit too. Partly cloudy on Sunday. Should be a nice day to end our weekend with highs in the mid-40s, which will be almost 10 degrees above where we should be. Kicking off our next work week, nothing but clear skies throughout Washington state. Our temperatures will remain on the mild side for this time of year. Highs in the low 40s to start our work week next week. On Tuesday, just some high clouds out there. Still our ridge of high pressure up and over the Pacific Northwest. And you can see just some high cloudiness, as I mentioned, with high temperatures on Tuesday in the upper 30s. All right, here's your 7-day forecast. 31 overnight tonight, 35 tomorrow. We're going to stay mostly cloudy on Friday. Warm up just a touch though, 38 for your high temperature. Morning rain likely on Saturday with mostly cloudy skies in the afternoon and 43. And then I'll tell you, a nice end to our weekend on Sunday. Partly cloudy by Sunday afternoon, and look at that temperature, 46 degrees. Sunshine on Monday and 43 with just some high clouds. Tuesday, high temperature then 39. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
And a happy Wednesday. The Seattle Kraken came out strong against Carolina in NHL play last night. Picked up a 4-2 road victory. Jaden Schwartz started the scoring in the game's first minute as Seattle came out with a new mindset and came away with the win. John Forsland had the call on Kong TV.
Nice and call against Carolina.
Okay, one bat on them along the boards now. Yanni Gourde out to center, and we will keep track. Through center, right up the gut, Jaden Schwartz. He's in, turned away, and what a goal! Jaden Schwartz! As Kochetkov may have got a piece of it, Schwartz right out of the gate, 19 seconds. And the Kraken are off and running. The Canes will roll it in. DeCord will play it to the outside. Great to see you again. Now, Natchez in front all alone. Robinson scores! Through center. Dunn. Right through the middle. Bjorkstrand shut down the rebound. They score! L.A. Tolvanen as the trailer. 1:15 left. Natchez will bust in. He scores! Bernie Natchez.
Let's give those guys down in the video room all the props here.
Yes. Schwartz. In front, they score! Hey, hey, what do you say? Yanni Gourde! 9:12 left. And the Kraken on a goal by the Pepper Pot break the tie. Aho to the slot. On the way back, Ryan Winterton. Now here comes Tanev. Turbo busting in for a chance. He scores! That's hockey, baby! It's turbo time in Raleigh. Brendan Tanev with a shot. Stopped. It's there. DeCord recovers with a snow angel. As determined as they have been all season, the Seattle Kraken come here and get it done. That's Kraken hockey, baby. Tonight, a 4-2 win over the Carolina Hurricanes.
Afterwards, Vince Dunn and Yanni Gourde talked about an attacking mindset Seattle had from the drop of the opening puck.
Yeah, we talked about it before the game. We wanted to start with a lead instead of chasing the game like we have been for the past little while. So that definitely gets everyone feeling good right off the start. I think all the way through we dictated the game, which was really big for us and something that we hadn't seen enough of in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. We were very, very disappointed with the last 3 games. We had to look ourselves in the mirror a little bit, and that's what we did. And tonight we saw that the level of play we can get to, and the consistency of our game in tonight's game. It was there's still lots of room. There's still lots of room to grow, but at least the effort was there.
Seattle continues the road trip tomorrow night at New York against the Islanders. That'll be on ESPN Plus and Hulu TV. Well, UCLA defended its home court in a win over Washington last night. The Bruins beat the Huskies 69-58 despite 14 points from Great Osabor and 12 from Tyler Harris. Eastern Washington men are hosting North Dakota tonight on ESPN Plus. Haley Van Lith is once again proving she can win no matter where she plays. Her TCU Horned Frogs are 8-0, ranked 9th in the country, and are hosting Florida Atlantic today. That's on ESPN Plus. Haley's averaging nearly 20 points per game and has over 7 assists per contest. Eastern Washington is at South Dakota State tonight. That's on ESPN Plus. Washington State plays at Oregon tonight. That's at 7 o'clock on the Big Ten Network. Central Valley's defense was pesky, and 6'3" senior post Bryn McGoy was a load to handle as the Bears beat East Montana girls basketball last night, 65-40 the final. CV jumped out to a 7-point lead after 1 quarter and held a 19-point advantage at the half. McGoy led the way with 15 points on the night. I had the call here on the NCWLIFE channel.
So Eastmont with their first turnover of the ball game gives Central Valley the ball back. High post, McGoy dribbles behind her back, stops, shoots from 10. Good. Oh my. Wow. Outlet pass to Hines. Hines crossover step down the lane. Left-handed pass. She'll throw it off to her teammate who will can the 2. Elkinson with the 2. Eastmont with a 5-4 advantage. 1:46 to go in the first frame. Eastmont looking to counter here. And they'll will from way outside. It's good. Look out. Smash down for McGinnis. She's got 2 3-pointers. Gosdy with 6 with 5. Work off a pick from McGoy. Drive it down the lane. Put it up with 2 seconds. Good. Wow. That's a heartbreaker right there. Gosdy with her 5th point. 6.5 to go here in the first half. Eastmont desperately needing a bucket, this time down the floor. Shoot a long 2. How about a long 3 and a foul, and count the bucket for McGinnis. Central Valley came up with the basketball, so it doesn't really matter. Here's a drive, a kick to Wilson. She'll shoot the 3-pointer. Good. Ouch. More defensive rebounds than there has Eastmont points in this first half. Wilson with a kick in the corner. Here's another 3-ball. Good. Ouch. Wilson lob pass outside to McGoy. McGoy works off a pick, going to raise the 15-footer. Good. Boy, Liz Hines, there's just been a lid on the rack tonight for the senior for the Eastmont Wildcats. 65-40 is our final score, as Central Valley will come away with the 25-point victory here tonight.
Ashley McGinnis led Eastmont with 15 points as the Wildcats dropped to 0-2. Another action last night. Cascade won for only the second time in the last 5 seasons. Downing Wenatchee 45-34. Moses Lake beat Ephrata 57-23. Othello edged Omak 47-44. Kettle Falls clocked Oroville 71-9. Republic down Soap Lake 38-27. Wilson Creek got by Moses Lake Christian 30-27. Davenport couched Lake Roosevelt 54-22. Waterville Mansfield blasted Bridgeport 75-8. Central Valley led from wire to wire. Downing Eastmont last night 73-48. In boys basketball, the Bears jumped out to a 14-7 lead after the first and cruised to the victory behind the 25 points from Orland Axton and 18 by Anson Olson. Hunter Bernhardt scored 14 of his 16 points in the first half. Another boys action. Moses Lake beat Ephrata 65-47. Patera stopped Garden City Academy 60-41. Cascade beat Thorpe 52-32. Omak got by Othello 51-46. Liberty Bell topped Tonasket 72-48. Lake Roosevelt down Davenport 53-34. Kettle Falls steamed Oroville 72-25. Republic stopped Soap Lake 53-37. Moses Lake Christian walloped Wilson Creek 65-24. And Bridgeport beat Waterville Mansfield 69-32. We'll have more basketball on NCWLIFE tomorrow when Wenatchee hosts Brewster. Both games will be streamed only with Grant Olson on the call. The girls tip at 5:30. The boys follow at 7 o'clock. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Wednesday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. When you have a second, we'd love for you to take our online survey about NCWLIFE's news and programming. Your responses will help us better serve the North Central Washington community. You can find that survey on our website at ncwlife.com. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.